Good afternoon. Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, juniors, and seniors. And here I am back again this afternoon. Good afternoon. And how is everyone today? I'm fine. And here's my next topic. And today's topic will be about rights and SHRM. I repeat, today's topic is about rights and SHRM. Sit back and enjoy the lecture wherever you are. The enterprise business culture or the enterprise business ethics that I'm trying to promote is a new type of people management that concentrates on business ethics within the enterprise, which must be about rights, truth, lawful, universal, based on sound reasoning, prevailing social prevailing social values, and takes into account not only the outcome but also the method. I repeat, the enterprise business ethics that I'm trying to promote is a new type of people management that concentrates on the business ethics within the enterprise based on sound reasoning, and it is about rights, the truth, lawful, universal, sound reasoning, prevailing values, and takes you into account not only the consequences but the method to achieve the result. As HRM professionals like ourselves, we will have to admit rights and SHRM are strongly linked to each other. Most of the HRM activities are strongly backed by law and company rules. For example, grievances, discipline, disputes, conflict management, negotiations, transfers and promotions, benefits, sick leave, casual leave, earned leave, pensions, all and many more activities are actually backed by law and the company rules of each country. Much part of SHRM and law. So it's a lot much the relationship between SHRM and rights is visible, it's understandable because whenever we talk about SHRM, we also talk about rights. Whose rights? Employees' rights. So the key question must be what is right that I'm referring to? Generally speaking, the term right is used in a multiple of ways. For example, excuse me, what could be the right way to go to Stratford from Crisp Street Market? I repeat, rights can be used in different ways, in different manners. For example, excuse me, what's the right way to go to Piccadilly from All Saints by the local bus? By a local bus. What could be the way? What is the right way? Or I have a right to casual leave. Or I have a right to be treated fairly. Or I have to. Can you tell me? Shall I turn learn? Can you tell me? Shall I turn right or left in order to go to Stratford. There are different ways where rights are used, but I'm concerned as an HR professional with the right related to entitlement. There might be many types of rights, but my concern is with entitlement. It is something that I, as a worker, am entitled to, or I, as an employer, entitled to. I'm entitled, as if I'm an employer, I'm entitled for honesty from my employees. I think this is the right. If I'm an employer, I want my employees to be honest. At the same time, those who work have also certain rights. These are called entitlements. Often, right as a concept is heavily used in politics, law, culture, ethics, everywhere. But most important is it's used actually in politics every day and also law. But as far as this episode goes, right is strongly associated with law and rules and with entitlements. Right, in this sense, is not only about entitlements, it is about the correct way to do things. Right is also about the correct way to do things. Right is something correct, justified, accepted, and also the truth. There are different types of rights, such as natural rights, legal rights, claim rights, liberty rights, positive rights, and negative rights. I'm going to briefly discuss all these rights. HRM professional must understand right is important. You cannot ignore right. And that's why we'll deal with the types of rights. By the way, remember, my friends, colleagues, juniors, students, I'm not going to discuss about human rights right now because of the space. In my next episode, sometime in my next episode, I'll be lecturing on human rights. So, rights, types of rights. For example, natural rights. What is natural rights? Natural rights are those rights that are natural and not man made. It comes naturally. For example, right to live, right to work, right to think, right to have family, right to be kind, right to decide, right to defend, right to think. All these are natural rights because we are human beings. This is what I call natural rights. Then another type of right, which is the legal right. What does that mean? Legal rights mean rights that have been created by law and society. Take, for example, right to drive on the road alone only if only if I possess a valid driving license. With a probationary license, I cannot drive alone. I can only, if I want to use the company vehicle, I'll have to seek the right from the in charge or the designated person for transportation. But legal right means the right that is created by law and society. Claim right. Another right is called claim right. This is the right that can be claimed from the right holder. Remember, someone holds the right and someone is the right bearer. Claim right means I actually I'm claiming the right from the right holder. The right holder must give permission to become a right that the right bearer can maintain. Here, I'm asking the right holder to give me certain rights. If he or she, the right holder, gives me permission, it then becomes my right. And the right holder must agree. Liberty right. Liberty right, which is the right given by the right holder to use something as if giving liberty. What do I mean by positive and negative right? Positive rights are those rights which give permission. Negative rights, on the other hand, disallows something. Take for example, if you see the red lights, you have to stop your car. It dis, it disallows you to move. When I see the traffic red lights and I see the red light, I stop. The law disallows me to move further. That's called negative rights. Each country has their own similar laws. Rights refer to a system of rules from which rights emerge. Some work related rights, for example, right to freedom from discrimination, right to work, right to due process, right to fair wages and salary on time, right to dignity and respect. That's what I write. That's my right. Right to dignity and respect, etc. Employers have also rights which they can expect from the employees. For example, they can expect honesty, commitment, polite behavior, respect, dedication, duty to obey, and punctuality, and so on. Employers can expect these rights from the employees. The concept, the concept rights is an extremely powerful, emotively significant that has caused civil disobedience, unrest, uprisings in the world. That's why the United Nations in 1948 came up with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which I shall be visiting shortly when I speak about human rights. But the reality is, after so much rights, I can see visibly the abuse of rights also. The abuse of rights continues, sometimes in different forms. Remember, 1st of May is known as the International Workers' Day. The day reminds us all of the historical struggles and the labor movement which began from the Haymarket riots in Chicago in 1886. 8 hours of working day was the issue. People have had workers have had to give their blood just to ensure the right. It didn't come, this right, workers' right of 8 day, did not come automatically. Workers have had to give their blood. And that's why rights is very important, it's very emotional, as I earlier said. After so much bloodshed, we see the rules related to hours of work and many other working rules related to health and safety through the world. The ILO, International Labour Organization, takes the lead role in issues related to labor. In some countries, the labor law is codified, like the labor law in Bangladesh, under the Labor Code 2006 Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, the labor law is codified. In the United Kingdom, law, specific law exists through acts. I repeat, in the United Kingdom, specific law exists through acts. For example, Equality Act of 1970, Health and Safety Act 1974, the and I think Equality Act of 1970 and 2010, as far as I can remember. And there are many other rights in United Kingdom. This reminds me of another act, Whistleblowing Act. I'm not sure about the year, but that's also very significant. Minimum Wages Act in United Kingdom is very, very significant. Health and Safety Act of 1974 is extremely significant and powerful in United Kingdom. And also the Equality Act, extremely thought provoking. I think the Equality Act 2010, as far as I can remember, but it covers discrimination, it covers all types of discriminations related to the work and workplace. To conclude, even though we see abuses of right, we must be aware of the existence of the rights as far as HRM professionals. We can see abuses, but we must be aware of the existence of the rights. Being self aware and promoting the rights is what we as professionals can do for our workers and employers and uphold the right cause. As HRM professionals, I want from my brothers and sisters and professionals, juniors and seniors, try your best to uphold the right cause. This is the end for the time being. Stay well, stay informed, stay happy, stay calm. I'll meet you very, very soon. Take care, brothers. Take care, sisters. Bye bye.